The homes are getting built. Let's talk about it on Today in Mortgages. Hey, what's up, Dreammakers? Welcome back to the show. We're talking about what's real, what's hyping, what we should actually be paying attention to out there in the world of mortgage and real estate news. It's Today in Mortgage, and got Rich Jefferson back with me after a little break from spring break. Rich, how was it?
Great. College tour city.
Awesome. We've been talking in the news a lot about things that have been happening with the Fed and rates and inflation, but the economy trudges on, the demand trudges on. And so, Rich, what is the good indicator that we are going to concentrate on today?
That builders feel positive about the future and they continue to start building homes and completing homes.
So we got an article today here from NAHB, the National Association of Home Builders, and the title says Builder Sentiment Rises Above the Break-Even Point. So, Rich, we're going to link this article below, but why don't you just tell us, what is this break-even point they're talking about?
Well, it just means that they feel more positive than they do negative at this point. And they should, Michael. Like, this is no secret. We need homes. Like, I wish I was a home builder right now. So
Yeah.
they're going to go on a 10 or 15 year run of success because we need homes that badly.
Yeah, it really is incredible out there to see kind of the lack of supply that we have. And that all goes back to Rich, just kind of remind us why we have this lack of supply going back decades.
Well, I mean, after the Great Recession, we just basically stopped building homes. I mean, to any real level. We didn't keep up with what we needed. And then COVID happened. People wanted to move out of apartments and high rise close living quarters. And they started buying up all the inventory that was available. And it just exacerbated the problem. So here we are. Builders are feeling good because they know they have a good run coming for the next 10 or 15 years, maybe even longer, of building homes.
Yeah, and if we look kind of at the here and now, obviously things still a little tight, get those houses started and completed. But Rich, we have some good news on that front as well. Switching over to another article that you sent me, it says U.S. building permits and housing starts see significant rise in February 2024. So give us some of the top level stats that we see in this article that we should be excited about.
Yeah, well, that data just came out this morning, which only, it just adds credibility to why the builders' sentiment is increasing, right? They're starting homes more than ever, 11%, well, 11% more than this time last year. That's big. They're completing more homes, 20%. We're talking about single families only. If we even add multi-unit, then it even jumps even higher. But the 20% increase in single family housing completions. So the builders, they see the message. They know they need to build more homes and it's their opportunity. And we're starting to see the results.
Yeah, all this kind of lined up with better builder sentiment, more houses being built and coming on the market, and just I think the general understanding that rates have been and will continue to kind of remain in this elevated position for a while. We obviously have been seeing some negative inflation data, negative economic data that is, probably going to allow the Fed to sit on the rates for a little bit longer. But despite all that, we have been seeing an uptake in applications and business and purchases. And so, Rich, I think that we are kind of coming to this point where people just are finally able to find homes they want, finally able to stomach the rates that they didn't want to before. And
Yeah.
so it's been good for business, right?
Yeah, it is. And builders are smart, right? We know when they commit to building out, a neighborhood, they're not just looking, I want to sell to, 20% of the population that can afford a certain price range. They're looking, when you consider first-time home buyers represent over 50% of the home purchases today, they're looking at that and saying, how many more are coming and what can they afford? And those are the homes that they're starting to build. So I just feel more positive about the first time home buyer coming into the market over the next, now and the next 5 years, that there's going to be properties for them because as we've been seeing, the average sales prices are increasing and that's a mainly existing homes. So new builders are going to have to start building, 2 and 3 bedroom homes, maybe not as many upgrades and different things that we could afford when the rates were lower. They're just going to have to adjust and they're doing that. So we're going to see a lot of inventory over the next 5 years that be available to first-time home buyers, which is really positive.
Definitely, Rich, and we are excited about where things are heading, especially here at Network Funding, which we like to think is the best network in mortgages. If you guys are interested in learning more about us and how we can help you succeed moving into 2024 and beyond, click the Grow link below, and we'll hook you up with all the information that you need to know about us and how we are helping our people win day in and day out. So, Rich, anything else you want to say about builder sentiment today?
Hey, man, things are looking up. That's all. It's good news.
Definitely, and we want all the good news we can get. I really do think that there's a lot of good things coming on the horizon. We're seeing it already in our numbers, and I'm sure you guys are out there too. So now is the time to be buckling down, re-hitting all of your database, and going out there and making things happen for yourself, because if you're not doing it, no one else is. So, Rich, thanks so much for joining us, coming back after spring break. Thanks so much to all you guys out there for watching, listening, wherever you are. We appreciate you, and we will see you next time on Today in Mortgages. Today in Mortgages is produced by Network Funding LP, which is an equal housing lender, NMLS 2297. The content of this program is meant to be a commentary on mortgage and real estate news, and any discussion of rates and or products should not be taken as an individual mortgage or home buying advice or pricing estimates. And any commentary on this show should not be considered a promise to make a loan. All applicants for a loan must qualify, and you should consult a professional regarding your individual loan scenarios for your financial situation. Visit our website at nflp.com/licenses for all state licensing and other legal information.